Good morning to everyone who is joining us today. Okay, welcome to all school students, to all teachers and parents from all around Sabah, and not forgetting the home of Malaysia. Okay, not forgetting our UMS students and also our UMS staffs. Thank you for being present to our session today. All right. Okay. Thank you again for supporting this STEM speaker series from Universiti Malaysia Sabah, which is brought to you by UScience, UMS, and also from the Borneo Marine Research Institute of Universiti Malaysia Sabah. Okay, for just for introduction, for those who have joined us for the first time today, welcome. And then we would like to give a brief introduction regarding our program. So basically, this STEM speaker series is a co-joint effort between the Borneo Marine Research Institute of UMS and also UScience UMS, aim to deliver all the unique and interesting STEM topics designed by our subject matter experts, which are our academicians, our researchers, and so on, to increase the interest of STEM in school students and also teachers and community alike, so that we will venture more into the fields of STEM. So for any questions from all participants today, you can feel free to drop your comments or your questions in our chat box on the right side of the YouTube live session. So we will read out later during the question and answer session with our invited speaker today. So just please be informed that for today's e-certificate, it will be given to all school students and also to UMS students. But all of you must fill in the form through a QR code, which we will share at the end of the program today. So please stay tuned with us until the end of the program. We will give to you the QR code later on. Okay. So just a brief introduction of our speaker today. With us is a distinguished academician and also a researcher from Borneo Marine Research Institute. With us today is Professor Dr. Saleem Mustafa. So he is a very distinguished fellow of researcher and also academician at the Borneo Marine Research Institute. He has authored many books and also research papers, and his special interest is actually in sustainable management of marine resources and also seafood security. So without further ado, we would like to invite Prof to start on his presentation. Prof, please be invited, Prof.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to thank UMS Youth Science Secretariat for inviting me to talk on this very interesting topic, CDC. I believe all those in the audience have seen the sea. Then why am I asking you to see the sea? The reason is that I want you to see the sea from a different perspective. Probably you go to the sea for fishing, recreation on the beach, and camping, or take a boat to a nearby island. But did you ever sit by the sea and seriously think what it is, what role it plays for us, and whether we can live without sea? Probably not. So in this lecture, I want to draw your attention towards all these matters. Can I have the next slide, please? Now, people in Sabah who are living in Sabah, they see the sea so often, but not really spend time to think of its importance in our daily life. Probably you are aware that sea is a source of food. Cat, fishes, shrimps, all the seafood species, and also medicines. There are many medicines extracted from the marine life which are available in our market, and there is a lot of interest in research on producing certain pharmaceutical products, some medicine drugs. The ocean also controls global climate. It provides jobs, supports our economy, it supports shipping. Exploration of the ocean has revealed amazing organisms straight out of the science fiction, and the entire ecosystem previously unknown to mankind. What remains undiscovered sparks the imagination. Can I have the next slide? A young student like you have a natural curiosity about the world around us, and I assure you that ocean is a storehouse of curiosities and mysteries. Ocean is a subject of very interesting stories, like those about mermaids, Bermuda Triangle. There are many amazing creatures that have a spark of interest. Next slide, please. There are certain ocean facts. For example, ocean covers 71% of the Earth's surface. The land area is only 29%. You might be curious to know why the name Earth. Earth means ground. So the name of our planet should have been Oceanus. When this name Earth was given about 1,000 years ago, people just saw land around them. That is why the name Earth was given. Oceans hold 96.5% of all water on Earth. And the deepest part of the ocean, not far from Malaysia, is 11 kilometers deep Mariana Trench. You must remember that all oceans of the world are connected. There are different oceans: Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, etc. But they all form one stretch of the water we call the sea. Next slide, please. Now, you have experienced the sea. Probably you have felt the breeze, or when you are in the boat, or you have seawater habit to enter your mouth, you feel that. Tasty? It is salty. Salt concentration in seawater on the average is about 3.5%. This means that there is roughly 38.5 billion tons of salt in the ocean. This is a huge. You might question from where so much of salt has come to the sea. Mainly, it comes from the land, as the river water moves through the sea, through the land. There is an erosion of rocks, and this drains the water into the ocean. In addition to it, there are openings in the sea floor that bring a lot of salt matter into the ocean water. Next slide, please. Now, the source of water in the ocean has been a source of investigation. You know that when the Earth was formed, it was a hot, dry planet. It's very unlikely that The water was present when it was formed. It is when the water started cooling down that the water appeared on the planet. There are theories to explain the origin of so much of water on Earth. Presumably, it is brought by icy comets and asteroids far out from the solar system. Comets and asteroids have been bombarding the young planet and seeding it with their water, some of which is spread on the surface and became the ocean, while the rest made its way down to the mantle of Earth. Now, when the Earth was formed, or when the solar system was formed, it was bombarded by asteroid comets, and those comets or asteroids which are far from the sun, they contain ice, and the Earth was bombarded by these asteroids and comets. The water stayed on Earth. Next slide, please. You might question, liquid water continue to spread the Earth's surface. Earth, as it is said, fortunately, is not so far away that low temperatures cause all the waters in the planet to freeze. So we are fortunate to be in a habitable zone at the universe. Next slide. Earth has a magnetic field we call magnetosphere that helps it prevent the atmosphere from escaping. But our nearest neighbor, Mars, has a magnetic field that is so weak that could have allowed the elemental components of water to escape from the planet. Some water could be beneath the Earth's surface. NASA has a rover landed on Mars February this year and is exploring water, possible signs of life that could have existed. So far, it has not found any evidence of life. Next slide, please. You can see that this is the solar system, and the Earth is a safe distance from the sun. Not far from the sun, not too close to the sun, and this vital position of the Earth makes what the Earth is a habitable place. Now, if you look into this diagram, you will find that the Earth's nearest neighbor is Mars. So this Mars doesn't appear to hold water. For some reason, it has lost gravity. But all the available evidence suggests that it contained water which was lost. We still do not know how this has happened. Next slide, please. One thing that you notice is that the sea is never resting. If you go to the beach or stand on the jetty, look at the sea, you will find that the sea is never resting. The water is continuously moving. Now, this movement is brought about by wind, waves, tides, and density differences. The waves are caused by wind. So when wind starts blowing, the wave activity is lost. The wave moves vertically, not horizontally. You will find that the waves don't change their position. There is a movement of water vertically. When you are in beach, you notice that the water comes to the beach, which means that there is no movement of the water, but this is caused by the currents that are produced by wind. They are wave generated and also by other forces. Next. As far as the tides are concerned, they are caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. Because sun is so far away that its gravitational pull is also small compared. Intelligence of coastal region. It happens in many places. For example, sometimes even if the Tanjung gets not far from the UMS, the seawater floods the adjoining area. But we are relatively safe from a severe storms. The last time it was in the year 1996. That is 25 years ago. And the name of that storm is quite great. It has done a lot of damage. Many people lost their lives. I happen to be in an experience when I went to office. I find so much of damage was done by the threat. You might hear the news about tsunami. They are caused by earthquakes, underwater landslides, volcanic eruption. These underwater currents you might hear next tsunami. In this diagram, you can see that fortunately, Malaysia is outside the ring of fire. They see that a ring of fire is around Indonesia and further away from Malaysia. So we are safe from the ring of fire. But sometimes earthquake do happen, but their magnitude is small, and they are triggered by the activity in the surrounding area. Next time. The marine life is distributed
is
into the ocean.
distributed into the ocean.
All zones in the sea
All
contain
zones in
life.
the sea contain life.
The modes of
The
life
modes of life
are variable.
are variable.
Some fishes
Some fishes
fly, some organisms
some
swim,
organisms
some drift,
some drift,
some crawl at the
some
bottom,
crawl at the bottom,
some grow in the sand,
grow in the sand,
some attach to surface.
some attached to surface.
So this is the
So this is the
biodiversity.
variability.
Is the diversity,
Is the
variety,
diversity,
or variability of life on Earth.
of life in us.
This biodiversity is a measure of the variation at the genetic, species, and ecosystem levels. Next slide, please.
Next slide, please.
You can see in
this diagram,
there are different forms.
forms of life.
They are distributed. Upper zone, the middle zone, and the bottom zone. Some organisms
Some organisms at the bottom
are used to live
live in
environments.
extreme environments.
If you transfer them surface or middle zone to the bottom zone, they will not survive. If the bottom organisms are brought to the surface, they will not survive. The conditions at the seabed are very different from that on the surface. Many organisms that survive in the extreme conditions at the seabed. They are called extreme environment. Those animals which can be disturbed in extreme. Okay, next slide. This biodiversity variety of forms, as I just mentioned, it boosts ecosystem productivity. All species in the ocean have some roles to play. For the marine ecosystem to function and continue providing us and services, biodiversity is necessary. Directly or indirectly. All the marine species are linked. Therefore, we should use the resources of the sea within sustainable limits. We do not want any of the species to lose their sustainability. This is the basic issue is based. Next slide, please. Next slide. Now, in this slide, you can understand what is meant by sustainability is the ability to continue without deterioration in supply of benefits. Now, sustainability is considered from three perspectives. One is environment, which means in the case of ocean, the ocean ecosystem. We should not withdraw resources of the ocean so that they can continue to provide benefits. We should also consider societal benefit and the economic benefit. Billions of people depend on the ocean because ocean services provide benefits to society and support our economy. Therefore, sustainability is considered from environmental, societal, and economic perspectives. Next slide, please.
Morning, everyone. We are experiencing some technical problem. We will come back in a while waiting for Prof. Saleem to settle some technical issues on his side. Apologies on our technical problem. We will get to you soon. Maybe
economic. For the sustainability, we must control our expense. We can use the sea, but should not do it. Therefore, we should enforce regulations to protect the sea, and try to give a healing touch to the sea, by rehabilitating the habitats. Next slide, please. Next slide. Hello?
okay, Prof. Is this the slide?
Yes.
Okay.
Let us discuss about sustainable fishing. This is the major issue that the fishing is losing sustainability. Sustainable fishing means that leaving enough fish in the ocean, respecting their habitat, and ensuring that the people who depend on fishing can maintain their livelihood. Next slide, please. Now, sustainable fishing, as I mentioned, is about leaving enough fish in the sea. Number one consideration is, are enough fish have to be fished? This means that fishing must be at a level that ensure it can continue indefinitely, and the fish population remain productive and healthy. Number two, what are the impacts? Fishing activity must be managed carefully, so that other species within the ecosystem remain healthy. When fishing is carried out for species that are needed for human consumption, it impacts the habitats. That is something that should not happen. We should revise our fish methods so that fishing activities start the habitats and ecosystem. Our operations are well managed. Fisheries must comply with the relevant laws and be able to adapt to changing circumstances. As I mentioned earlier, that there should be regulation which limit the vicinity how we capture the fish should be known, and the environment exchange should be considered. Meaning to say that the fishes should be able to adapt to changing environmental conditions. Next slide, please. Hello? Now here, I will explain to you what unsustainable fishing is. You have seen that fisheries provide many benefits to humankind. And what are the conditions that we must consider, ensuring that is sustainable. The unsustainable fishing is utilization of the various fishing methods in order to capture or harvest at a rate which sees the decline of the fish populations over time. Maybe that the fishing increases at one point of time, but it will decline if the fishing unsustainable. Next slide. These are some of the unsustainable methods of fishing. One is the bottom trawling. Number two, poison fishing. Probably you are aware that sometimes fishes are poisoned to capture them. And then they are sold in the market. A method that has been very commonly employed, which has become a big problem. Fish bombing. A fish bomber is near the coral reef area where the fish hide and explore the pump. This kills the fish, and the bomber sail the fish. The other is ghost fishing, when the abundant fish are left in the sea and they trap the fish and they die. Then there is a bycatch, when we capture the fish, and also certain other forms of life, especially the endangered species, which play a very important role in the ecosystem. They are caught in the ocean. So these are some unsustainable methods for which we require some control. Next slide, please. These are some of these fishing. Number one is the chain. Those who go to the market frequently, they can notice that there is a change with the same method. Even if the method is the same, but the composition is also one can notice there is a change in the average size of the fish. There is also a change in the catch of the fish. There is a change in the effort. That is how many fishes are caught in one effort. This is the combination of the traditional fishermen when they go to the sea for capturing. Hello. They are unable to harvest which you harvest before. As a result, there is a decline income of fishermen, and many people that used to go to the sea are not going anymore. Next slide.
Next slide. Next slide.
Next slide, please.
Next slide, please.
Hello, Prof.
Yes.
Sorry again, Prof. Just want to mention that there are still some echo experience on the background.
Yeah.
We just want to double check on Prof. If Prof have any.
Animation that when you capture the brood stock with the fish which produce eggs. If you capture all the young fish as well as the brood stock. Can you click again? Yeah. So you can see that there are certain physical operation which capture fish that is supposed to recruit to the population, expected to generate population. If you withdraw all the fishes that produce eggs and the juveniles, certainly you will have high edge, but let's only catch the unsuspecting Can you click again? Expected to generate population. If you will yeah. All the fishes and this is how the sustainability is lost. You are withdrawing juveniles that will produce when they are mature, and the parent class which generate population, and while the catch per unit effort seems to be high initially, it declines and sustainability. And the next slide, so again, as I mentioned that sustainable fishing means living enough fish in the ocean, respecting habitat, and ensuring that the people who depend on fishing are able to maintain their livelihoods. There are different methods of doing it. Next slide, please. Now, number one is that sparing number of fish in the ocean. We should always leave behind adequate fish in the ocean. Harvest all. We should protect their habitats, the places which they breed, breeding grounds, their nursery grounds where their young birds grow, and feeding grounds. Number two, protection from Number three, rehabilitation of the habitat degraded badly. They should be rehabilitated. Next slide, please. Rehabilitation of the habitat degraded badly. They should be rehabilitated. Next slide, please. They should be rehabilitated. Next slide, please. See that there are more fishes, more crabs, and other forms of life. Please click one more time. Now we are building habitat, and you can see that there is more population of fishes. One more click, please. This is ecosystem restoration, and you rehabilitate the habitat. The population increases, and the ocean ecosystem becomes healthy. Therefore, we should be providing a healing to the ocean, and those people who are fishing get more benefits. So more environmental benefits lead to more economic benefits and more societal benefits. Next slide, please. Now, in the unsustainable fishing, the utilization of various fishing methods to capture or harvest fish at a rate which causes population of fish over time leads to exhibition of depletion. Next slide, please. I have mentioned earlier that these are some of the methods like bottom trawling. This has been a major problem. When the countries have bottom trawling, the fish catches started building. Poison fishing, fish poaching, and bycatch, all destructive to the environment They not only kill these species that fishermen are targeting, but also do a lot of collateral damage that harm the ecosystem and threaten the sustainability of the fish catch. Next slide, please. The signs of overfishing are very clear. Next slide. Change in the species being caught with the same method. Change in the average size of the fish catch. So sometimes when you go to the market, and if you have been going to the market over time, you will see that the fish size is becoming smaller. Total catch is reducing. Number of fish that a person captures in 1 minute is reducing. Fishermen are losing their income, and therefore they are losing interest in fishing operations. Next slide, please. Now, therefore, you can understand that if you protect the ocean, you will get all the benefits that we discussed. Scientists these days are asking the world, everyone should play a role in protecting 30% of the ocean by 2030. So we have only 10 years left to provide a healing touch, highly stressed ocean ecosystem, and try to protect 30%. Earlier, scientists were recommending that we should protect at least 10% of the ocean, but that has not been possible. But now all the scientific opinion is building around 30% of the ocean by 2030. As young students, you can also play a very important role by not taking action that harms the ocean and also spreading the word that ocean needs. Next slide, please. Now, these are all the benefits that we can drive from the ocean. You can even come to US and you can watch the sunrise, sunset. It is a very important potential. You can do game fishing. Game fishing does not lead to unsustainable catch. In UMS, we have the facilities of the jetty. Carry out the operation, watch the sunset, watch the sunrise, and enjoy yourself. Next slide, please. This is a island where people go for beach recreation. There are resorts. They can swim, they can dive, snorkeling, or just enjoy the sight of the sea. But to enjoy all these benefits, we need to protect the ocean. If the ocean loses, who would like to dive and enjoy the life? Next slide, please. We know that the seafood is in growing demand. The world population has increased. There is not enough seafood harvest. We have harvested the ocean long, and now there is a problem of sustainability. But if we cannot harvest, we can always farm food. This will reduce the pressure on the ocean. Next slide, please. To farm the fish, we require fish hatcheries. These fish hatcheries are the places where we breed the fish, produce the juveniles, and they are used for farming. Hello? And to support sea rancher, which means that you can carry out farming to increase supply to the market so as to lessen the pressure on the wild populations. And you can also release the fish back to the sea.
Did you know that you can make money from YouTube in the next 6 hours with a brand new channel and 0 subscribers? That's
For
right.
these purposes,
Hey guys, welcome to
you
another
require fish hatchery
In this video,
places
we'll learn how to fix
where
microphone
the fishes are induced to breed to generate seed that is used for farming or for ranching.
record, you're having an echo from your microphone or you're having unwanted sounds included in those recordings or live streams. All right, so most likely what's going on is something in OBS and the unwanted mic OBS when you talk. So as you can see, when I talk, the source I have right here for audio input capture, that is actually moving and showing that it is picking up audio. If I scroll through, you can see that nothing else is picking up audio. Currently using muted is simply go up into File and then go to Settings, and then in Settings, go to Audio, and under Devices here, go ahead and disable all of the devices and see if that stops the echo from happening.
Next slide, please. Now, species selection is very important for aquatic farming. There are different farming methods. Sometimes we can, as you can see in Sabah, the fish or shrimp, they are released in paddy fields. And then if
If you're still having an echo after that, it might be an issue with your computer. Once you've established it's not an issue with your computer, go ahead and enable these one by one. And then once you hear the echo again, you found the device here that is causing the echo and you can disable it. And then you will have fixed your echo in OBS Studio. All right, so that's how you fix any echo in your audio on OBS Studio. If you have any questions about this, leave a comment below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you'd like to see more OBS Studio or live streaming tutorial videos, check the links in the description. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel, Gauging Gadgets, for more gadget reviews and tech tutorials. Thank you so much for watching.
So you've set up your OBS studio and get ready to stream. The streamer, you thought that your stream is unbearable. There's this pain.
You tired of your streams or voice chats sounding?
Perfect solution. Their dual capsule microphone attaches easily and securely to your existing
habits, they can change their habits and other requirements of life. Different species can occupy different levels, even in a small pond. Ocean is a big important, but pond is a very small important. Even in a small pond, you can find that different species occupy
any
different regions.
on the software. And the ones we're going to look at more information and YouTube. This is great. Plus, closed the echo for and something back to your stream. Even though one of the options is specifically designed to not loop audio back to your stream, it can still happen. Audio drivers and playback are finicky. Sometimes
the source of energy
disable
that
those.
produces
See if it fixes it.
that support
Similarly, some USB headsets or microphones cause
There are
audio echo
species
or other issues.
in the upper
Try streaming
zone
without the USB device plugged
which
in, or use
consume quite
YouTube to see if that is the source of your problem.
Then
As I
there are
said before, there are plenty of potential causes.
they can consume quite and also the prey fish. Then there are fishes that feed at the bottom. Those at the bottom, they can salad, mud, detritus, or other organisms that are available there. One more click. Click. Now, when there are many species present, you can see at the bottom are the sea cucumbers. They consume organic matter and they reduce the hydrogen sulfide for fish. And there are shrimps. They can be integrated together so that the pond resources are very economically utilized. Next slide, please. Now, this is a new method where many species are formed in one complex. You can see that there are fishes here which are provided with from outside. Outside, its fish cage are the shellfish that are grown on the rocks. We can grow mussels. And then there are seaweeds which can extract the nitrogen space. So there are organic extractive fishes like bivalves. Then there are seaweeds which are inorganic extractive. And morphine carried out in the sea is quite safe. Next slide, please. To gain more knowledge about the ocean, you can visit the Biodiversity Research Institute. If you go to the sea, you will find the sights and sounds of the seashore. When you are at the seashore, at certain point of the time, during low tide, you can see that the bivalves are producing a sound. Not that you can see, even in the UMS seashore, you will find many species, about 1 dozen species of benthic microfauna. You can find there. You can find Thynoda, turtle stars, sea cucumbers, 3 or 4 species of sea cucumbers just outside UMS. You can find sea grasses being washed ashore. You can find crabs. You can find bivalves. So that is real sights and sounds of seashore. You can also gain knowledge by reading books. There are educational videos in our institute's aquarium marine museum where you can learn a lot about the marine life. You can apply for camping. There is a place in the at the seafront called Outdoor Development Center or DET. You can come here for camping overnight, and you can enjoy the fishing. sunset, sunrise. You can have a look at the seashore and come to know of the many forms of life. Next slide, please. This is our aquarium. When you visit UMS, it is open. These days it is closed because of this lockdown requirements. But you are invited to visit the aquarium. We have a museum section. You can find a very good collection of corals, other shell invertebrates, a skeleton of a whale. This whale was stranded in Toran and it died. So we collected the skeleton and preserved in our museum section. And then in the aquarium section, you will find the living life, fishes, turtles, corals, and other forms of life. In addition to it, there is an outreach corner where there are more educational materials. You can spend time to learn more about the marine life. Next slide. These are some of the sections in our museum. When you enter the museum, that provides you a diorama of Sipadam's deep dive. And you do that in our sea. There are treasures, our heritage. Sometimes they post the websites and they have been spotted after a long period of time. So this is just a diorama. And then you can see when it's there a deep dive diorama where you will find a rich biodiversity. When you move toward the right side of the aquarium, you will find all the living creatures which we are able to keep in our aquarium. You can take photographs, selfies, and move further for a more educational outreach corner. Next slide, please. This is the photograph of a jetty. If you happen to visit the Ordex Center, in the evening you can take a stride at the jetty and enjoy the sunset. Next slide, please. As far as the sights and sounds of UMS shore are concerned, you can enjoy the water movement. The marine animals like bivalves ejecting water and producing sounds. You can learn a lot about their behavior. Next slide, please. Now, the most common marine animal that we see is fish. There are certain curiosities about this fish. When I speak to the school children, they ask many questions about the fish. Also, this is the marine animal that they have seen more often than other forms of life, but there are curiosities about fish. Next slide, please. Now let me define what a fish is. It is a cold-blooded with few exceptions. Vertebrate that breathes by gills and moves by fins throughout life. There are many parts in this equation. Number one is that they are cold-blooded. Their body temperature varies with the environmental temperature. But there are few exceptions. There are species, subspecies of tuna, for example, or moonfish that are warm-blooded. They are able to maintain a constant body temperature despite variations in the environmental temperature. They breathe by gills, move by fins. You might question me how they are different from frogs, for example. Frogs are also cold-blooded. They breathe by gills, move by fins, but they do so in the tadpole larval stage only. But the fish continue breathing by gills and moving by fins throughout life. When a tadpole larva metamorphoses into the adult, it loses gills, it loses fins, and is ready for an amphibious mode of life. So this is the difference between a fish and the amphibian. So when you are asked to define clearly. For the fish, you must write throughout life. Next slide, please. Now, did you have a question? Fishes never stink in the water. Even when they are sleeping. They remain suspended. They remain swimming. They never drown into the water. Because they have a swim bladder that maintains buoyancy. Many students ask this question from me, whether the fishes sleep or not. Fishes do sleep, but their sleep is different from our sleep. They sleep for a short period of time, and their sleep pattern is very different from our pattern. Even if for the short period of time, when they lower their metabolic activity, they do not lower their guard. They remain alert at the same time. So they do sleep, but their sleep patterns are very different from human sleep. Now, fishes do not have eyelids. We have eyelids. We have eyelids, but fishes have no eyelids. Sometimes when you are underwater, you close your eyes, or you close your eyes when you are sleeping. Fishes have no eyelids, so the eye remains open all the time. It does not mean they don't sleep. Simply because they don't have eyelids. Now, when those of you who go for swimming, they use swimming glasses. Otherwise, they cannot clearly see underwater. The water might enter your eyes. But fishes don't have swim glasses. But they have a nictitating membrane, that is transparent membrane that protect their eyes, and they can still see this nictitating membrane. We have a nictitating membrane, but reduce corners of the eye, and it does not cover the eye. Sometimes a student asks you whether the fishes have tongue or not. Fishes have no tongue. That is why they cannot speak. They cannot talk. Like humans do. They have taste buds. Human beings taste their food by tongue. But the fish's taste buds are distributed in their oral cavity and even outside the body. You have noticed that fishes have no ears. Like we have. They don't have external ears, but they have internal ears. If there is a sound underwater, they can sense it. When the water moves across their bodies, they have sensory organs. In their lateral line, they can sense it. Some fishes can survive outside the water for hours together because they have air breathing organs. Those who have handled species like tilapia or air breathing catfish, we call ikan locally, they have air breathing organs. You can take these fishes outside and they remain breathing outside because they can extract oxygen from the air. Many fishes, most of the fishes do not have air breathing organ. So when you take them out, they cannot extract oxygen from the air and they die of asphyxiation. The next question is whether fishes can be trained or not. You see, in the case of fishes, you can't train them like cats or dogs or horses. They have a very small retention of memory. But we can do simple training for them to accept food. For sometimes ago, someone asked me whether the fishes can recognize their owners or not. Those who have dogs in their house, cats in their house, or some other animal, they recognize the owner. Fishes do not recognize their owner. If you provide them food on a daily basis, you feed them daily, they don't have this kind of recognition system. Another interesting point is that if you take a fish, anesthetize it, and take their heart outside, the heart keeps on beating, and the fish from where the heart is removed, it dies. This is called a myogenic heart, a heart that has electrical system of contracting and relaxing on its own. But this cannot go on for a long period of time, for a short period of time, because the heart also is connected to the brain. When you have removed the heart from go on for a long period of time, for a short period of time, because the heart also is connected to the brain. When you have removed the heart from
elaborate presentation today. Apologies again to all participants today for the technical problem. For the next session, we will try to review and check back on the technical issues today. So we will invite any questions from the floor if any questions. But so far, most of them are what do you call this? Some of them don't have any questions. Yeah, today, Prof. We have reviewed every. Oh, okay. There's one question from Jeremy God Anak Wellington. Okay, so the question is, Prof. So can the fish recognize their owner? May I know? Yes, may I know what is the answer? So that is the first question, Prof.
There is no evidence to suggest that the fishes can recognize the owner. Animals that normally recognize their owner, they are mammals. They have highly developed brain and nervous system. Like dogs recognize the owner. You can train them for various purposes. Horses can be trained to recognize their owner. But there is no evidence to suggest that the fishes recognize their owner. This is my answer to this question.
Okay, thank you very much. So there is another
But there is no evidence.
this is from Miss Ignatia Apak. Okay, the myogenic mechanism is how arteries and arterioles react to any increase or decrease of blood pressure to keep the blood flow constant within the blood vessel. So is that we just want to confirm with Prof if that is correct, Prof?
Okay. Human heart has four chambers. You might have heard that some people require pacemakers. Because your heart has an inbuilt system of contracting and relaxing. Even when we are sleeping, human beings, we are sleeping, our heart is resting. Is not sleeping, otherwise the heart starts having cardiac arrest. There are some. So heart keeps on beating even when it is we are sleeping or awake. This has an inbuilt system of pacemakers. So in some patients, the pacemakers need to be replaced to flow the electrical current. So in the case of fishes, the system is much the same. They have pacemakers. They have a sensation arrangement which can transmit the pulses. Your question
You know, you can make money from YouTube without creating videos. That's right. You can use it.
Do you want the best possible settings for
If
streaming?
a line jumps in front of you, your
You want
blood
automatic
pressure
check
will
for updates? You probably want to keep snapping
might
up
start
so that as you're
burning.
building out your
And
overlays,
the
they'll snap to
heart
the edges.
will
Scroll down
start
there.
pounding.
You probably want to show it in the system tray.
Because
And
you
that's
are
what we're going to look at in
running,
general. Next, we're going to look
your
at
body
streaming.
requires
You want the
energy
streaming service that you're streaming
and
with.
blood
In my case, it's
brings muscles.
You can choose to connect your account.
It brings supplies to the muscles to help us do the mechanical activity that is required, which is running. So the heart activity can be modified by the nervous pathways with the nervous connection that helps. So if a heart is isolated from the body, it will not be able to respond to all those changes. It will beat for a while because it has its own automatic system of contraction and relaxation. It will continue for a while and stop. That is why those patients who require a heart transplant and a person who has left behind a will that his heart can be donated. The person sometimes there is an organ donation. A person can leave behind a will that is heart may be donated to someone even if he died. So this requires a very transport of the heart. under certain conditions to keep it beating until such time it is transplanted to a recipient. So this type of heart is called a myogenic heart. Now in the invertebrates like shrimps, lobsters, etc., their heart is not myogenic. Its activity requires nerve connections. And once you take that heart out, immediately it stops activity. So this is the fundamental difference between a neurogenic and myogenic heart. Any more questions? I would like to answer.
Yes, Prof. Thank you for the very detailed answer. We will get for another question from Nor Azia Matsaleh. So she is asking, when can they come to Bonya Marine Research Institute to visit? That is
You are most welcome to visit Borneo Marine Research
Thank you for
Institute.
the very detailed
Our
answer. We will get for another question from
camping
Nor Azia
sites are
Matsaleh.
open.
So she is asking,
But we have to
when
follow.
can they come to Bonya Marine Research Institute to visit?
We are open to funding. Thousands of students and visitors will come to our place to visit the aquarium, marine museum, and they apply for camping. When this starts in downtown, we will make an announcement in the newspapers and our university's website, inviting people to visit the institute. In case you require detailed explanation, our staff is available. You can contact our academic staff. We have science officers to explain to you to answer all your questions. So you just wait for the announcement. And actually, we are all for the lockdown to be over when the population is vaccinated and we have developed herd immunity. Our institute will be open. We sometimes do live program. For example, starting from 8th of June, Oceans Day, we carry out online visits to our aquarium museum. That is a virtual museum. But for the opening of the campus, just for the SOP requirements to be lifted, and then you are most welcome. Not just to visit the aquarium, but camp also. To camp along the seafront. We have an aquatic site for that. Schools, colleges, or other organizations outside, they can apply for booking, put their camps and enjoy their 4 night stay and do barbecue.
Thank you, Prof. Yes, of course, we miss the ODEC as well, Prof. So, yeah, correct. So, there's another question, Prof, from Parvena AP. So, her question is, how many known species are there living in the ocean? How many known species?
There are about 10 billion species in the ocean. But we have been able to identify about 2,500. A lot of species are at the seabed, and we can dive directly. We sense a robot. The pressure is so high that a person cannot survive if it dives deep. Even the submarine we are sending a robot to go to the seabed and take pictures or collect samples. So no one exactly knows how many species are there in the ocean, but there are indications that there could be 10 billion species in the ocean. Does it answer your question?
Definitely, Prof. 10 billion species, Prof. That's
Billion.
I think
This is a rough estimate.
I see.
This is what we believe. There are about 10 billion species, but we have not been able to identify. Science, our capacity to identify these species at the seabed for extremophiles species is still not that high.
Maybe there will be more species discovered in the future, right, Prof?
Yeah.
So it will
Actually, we are using artificial intelligence to be included into the gadgets that can identify without need for human beings to explore the entire ocean. The concern is that we are losing species. We might be losing species before they are identified. So that is why one of the slides I mentioned that the biodiversity is so important for the ecosystem functioning. And if the species are lost, this will have serious consequences for all the marine services that benefit the society.
excellent, Prof. So I think we can move on to the next question, Prof.
Yeah.
Okay. From Miss Shuhaida Isa.
Yeah.
Hi, good morning, she said. Okay, the question is, why deep fish are being washed up on shore? Is it normal phenomena or sign of tsunami? So that's the question, Prof.
It happened recently, and there was a case about a month ago that those extreme wild animals, actually an extreme wild animals, those living in the deep sea, they die, they rest there, their body decomposes there, it becomes a detritus. But sometimes the water movement brings them to the surface. As far as tsunami is concerned, you see, tsunami can be generated by the seismic activity, earthquakes taking place in the ocean. It generates a large amount of energy, and this energy can be very destructive to the marine life. So, even sometimes you will find that the species are washed without tsunami also. Without tsunami. And this is because of the water movement. There are so many types of water movements taking place. Those who dive into the sea, they can experience that. As they go deeper, there are counter currents. And these counter currents for a beginner, not an experienced diver, it can be dangerous. A person can be I have experienced myself. When we were in Langkawi, an experienced master diver, he went too deep and counter current drifted away. So while we are waiting for him to return to raise his hands, we were worried. What happened to this master diver? So after some time, quite a distance from our board, he raised his hand. And then we asked him what happened. He said his counter current was so strong that he almost lost his orientation. And because he was a master diver, he could still manage to come up. So there are so many phenomena that take place in the sea, and some of these sea conditions can be really dangerous. Hello? Yeah. Any more questions?
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. I think that's the last of the question from the participants today. Thank you again for putting up all your questions in our chat box. So I think that's all for the question today, Prof. So we hope that for the next session, we are apologize that the technical problem for today, we try to rectify it to the next session. And then we just want to inform for all participants today, please fill in your e-certificate link provided by our Urus Setia today. So we have put out the link and the QR code for you to scan. Please fill in and please inform also for those friends that are watching and have not filled in. Please inform them to fill in the certificate form. So thank you again, Prof, for the very elaborate session today, and then for the very interactive and also for the ideas from Prof, yeah, and also the information for the institute to be open for public, yeah, Prof?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you again for your amazing presentation, and thank you for all the audience today for your participation. And we look forward to seeing you in the next STEM speaker series, which we will invite everyone to come in to this channel. It is a pleasure to have everyone with us, especially Prof and also all participants. And with this, we conclude the webinar. Thank you again, Prof.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
To
Prof.
Setia and the
Thank you,
audience.
Prof.